Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a friendship star block. So we're going to need two of your, whatever color you want your star. You're going to need two of those that will be 5 by 5. And you'll need two white ones that'll be 5 by 5. Or whatever you want your background color to be. I chose white. You will need one of your star color that will be 4.5 by 4.5, and you'll need 4 white ones that are 4.5 by 4.5. I have pre-cut these. I know I don't always do that, but I was practicing on another one I made. This one that I made already, and I just went ahead and cut both. So we are going to start by doing our half square triangles. Just like we did before, we're going to line up right sides together. And then we're going to take our ruler. I can't find that one, but that's okay. Because if you don't have that one, it doesn't even matter. You're going to line up your 1/4 inch. It's right there on both corners of your white one. And then you will draw. I found my black one. I'm so excited. You'll draw your line straight down it. Then you will just flip it over and line the 1/4 inch up on the white corners again and draw your line down it. We're going to do that to both of them. Line them up corner to corner on the white one. And then flip it around. Now you could also, line up the white one again. You do line up the 1/4 inch again, but you could also look at your 1/2 inch mark, and that should go right down your drawn line. So if it doesn't, you've done something wrong. Start over. Okay, so I have that ready. Now we're going to take that to the sewing machine, and we're going to just sew down the white lines, or the white lines, listen to me, the black lines. I'm going to pin it once I get it lined up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to attempt to sew on camera. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to try it. So you're going to line up. I have this seam tape on mine, but I don't use it all the time. You're going to line up the black line, the first black line, with your needle. And I'm just going to sew straight down. Not a race, you don't have to go super fast. Alright, and in order to continuously stitch without cutting my thread, I'm going to just line up this one on the other side so it's still, so the fabrics line up. Instead of doing the same line I did and overlapping the fabrics, I'm just going to go to this one and go down in. A little bit faster this time. I guess I get more comfortable with it. Alright, we're still gonna follow that same pattern. I'm not cutting it, or yeah, cutting the thread. So now we're gonna do it this way again. And line it up. starter on there, or finisher, ender, whatever you want to call them. We'll clip it, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back at my cutting, pressing area. Take our pins out. And we are going to line up and cut this. Not with that pencil or pen. I'm not sure why I picked that up. I promise I'm going to get a new rotary blade. I've been working a lot lately and really just haven't had time. All right, now let's open them up. First, I'm gonna take the pen off, flip them over. We're just pressing them open with the seam to the dark side. All right, and now we're going to trim them down. I'm going to use my square ruler for that, because we're going to use the diagonal line. So you're going to line up that diagonal line as close to the top and side edge here as you can get it. Oh, I'm sorry if my hair's in that shot. All right. You're just going to trim these off. Now spin it around, and now, sorry about that. Now you're going to line it up on the 4.5, and it should come out just near perfect. Just see, not having to cut anything off. Got 2 there. All right. So again, you're going to line up the diagonal as close to the edge as you can get it with keeping this line straight. All right. Then we're going to line up the 4.5 down here, and then make sure this line is straight and this line is straight all the way up. All right, there's 2. 2 down, 2 to go. Now, in my first video, not my first video, but my first time I did a pattern with half square triangles, I used 5-inch, I think I used 5-inch squares, but I cut them down to 4 inches. I used a good bit extra. Now you can do that, and mine didn't waste anything because I still put them in my scrappy quilt basket. But this one, I just wanted to show you that you don't have to. You can just go a 1/2 inch bigger. Got to make sure you keep it lined up though. Otherwise, it's going to be off. But I would make it work anyway because I'm not too much of a perfectionist. So it would be okay for me. Oh, there's just one little spot on that blade that must have caught something. And it's just every time it goes around that little wheel on there, every time it catches the fabric, that's the part that will not cut. I'm going to try to sharpen it maybe. All right, we're going to line up the diagonal. Got to put your blade out or it really won't cut, guys. See right there, and You can tell because that's where my fabric is frayed every time. Maybe by the next video I'll have it fixed. But don't hold your breath, because I might not. All right, so we are done. These are going to go into my basket for my pillow. Now we're going to lay out our block. We're going to start with the middle piece. And these are your 4 corners. Let me move that up a little. And then we're going to lay our blocks out like this. There you go, and there you have it. That's what it's going to look like. So now we're going to go back to the sewing machine, and I'm going to take this, and so I'm going to sew down this way, and then I'm just going to clip it, and I'm going to circle back around and sew these all at the same time. So we're going to go do that, and then we'll come back to the cutting table. All right, guys. Let's see what we can do here. Sorry for the pause there. We're going to just line it up. This one I do use the 1/4 inch seam tape, but actually right here on the edge of my foot is right where that is. So I can use both to keep me going straight. Just gonna keep on going. Take your time. There's no need to rush. You just have to. Now you could pin these, and a lot of times I do. But I decided to try it without it this time, I guess. Trim off my starter there. We'll need that. And then we're going to go back to the beginning. So we're going to open this up. Bring this one over. Put it on this side. I only cut these one at a time when I do it this way, because if I cut them more than one at a time, I might get them mixed up and sew the wrong piece or the wrong pieces together. And then it would just create more work, because while I'm not a perfectionist, I also want it sewn together semi-right. We'll come back to this one. Last one. Let's put our ender there. And I'll see you back at the cutting table. All right, we're back. We're gonna press it. If you're also, I was gonna say at the sewing machine, but I waited. If you're not certain of your 1/4 inch line, take your ruler and just lay it on the edge and draw your 1/4 inch line. Lay it here, well, it'd be this way, and put your 1/4 inch line right there on that. Line it up and draw that there, and then you'll just sew right on that line until you get comfortable doing it. We're just going to press these open, press the middle ones in, press these out. And the reason we do them opposite is so that they line up and nestle together when we sew the whole block. So then we're going to have this is our block. All right, so now we're going to take this, fold it down, and we'll pin it. You can feel it when it lines up in there. I promise if you work with it, you'll be able to feel it. Poked myself, that kind of hurt. All right. Now, since I'm doing the sewing part also, I'm going to fold this back a little and flip it around. And we're going to go ahead and pin this one also. I don't actually recommend doing this because you might catch it on the other side. And I very well might also, so you might see firsthand why I don't recommend it. But, oh, that is awful big. We're going to try it. All right, and then one in the middle. It'll line up, I promise. And if it doesn't, who cares? All right, I'll see you back at the sewing machine. All right, I'm back. So we're gonna sew this, and see how I have this one folded out of the way? That is so I don't actually sew it, which fingers crossed I don't. All the way till it's almost pinned or stitched through. And we're gonna pick it up. Together and they line up perfectly, and other times I sew them together and I wonder how I even did that bad. But the more I sew, the better I get. So then we're going to flip it over. We're going to then flip this part out, and then yeah, that didn't line up very well at all, but it's okay. Go this way. And see how this is up? So if I pop this up, my foot up, and then I put it back down after I put it under there, it will keep it flat. Same thing there. Pop it up and I'll put it under it. We'll take that out. Right, let's grab this, put it back under there, snip it off, and I will see you back at the cutting table. All right, let's see what we've done. Let's set these stitches over here and then fold it open. Oh, it's not too bad. All right, same here. Let's set the stitches and then fold it open. This one's better than the pink one. See, every time you make another seam, you get a little bit better. Not sure how I got all these threads here though. That's all right. All right, so there you have it. your friendship block in pink and purple. Let me know what y'all think. If there's anything you would have done differently, anything you liked, anything you didn't like. If you like seeing me sew, let me know. I can keep doing something like that. If you didn't, let me know. I won't do it anymore. Thank you for watching. I hope you consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.